Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something fun, which is to talk about some of my favorite album photo shoots. These are not in order. Maybe I'll order them after I go through. But these are just photo shoots for albums that were so they really made the album feel so, I remember being a stan during some of these. I'll talk about that a little bit, but I remember being a stan and just seeing these photos in the album, and it was just everything. Everything. I'm gonna start with Folklore. If this was in order, this would probably be number one. I love, you don't understand, the Folklore photo shoot changed my entire life. The Folklore album changed my entire life. And I'm not even being dramatic right now when I say that. That album was so good, and then having all the photos be black and white and stuff, and then having this cottagecore vibes, but it's also still chic. It's not cottagecore in the way of sometimes I look at cottagecore and I'm like, wow, y'all are just wearing anything, it's so ugly, but this is super cute, and I would actually wear this. This changed my entire style, because to this day I will still reference Folklore in my brain when I'm still trying to pick out outfits and think about my new style. I will literally always go back to Folklore and just the vibe. I just love her in my favorite photos are her in the this dress just changed everything for me. And just Folklore was such a cultural reset that it's illegal that this dress is not something I own. It's actually just, no. This dress was everything. It was everything. I don't even know how to talk about, this photo shoot just makes me, I spent an hour on Pinterest and We Heart It, going, back to my stan days. I'll talk about that some other time, but just looking at these photos, they're so cute. And my other favorite is probably the polo shirt, the polo shirt made for women, because I don't see polo shirts made for women, and I just want one so bad, and mostly because of this photo shoot. When I say this has influenced my style to this day, I'm serious. I'm still searching for this colored shirt, not the actual original one, because all these clothes are so expensive. I checked the price once and it was $170 for one shirt or something, and I was like, no. But while I was researching this, I found the pier, the little her out in the little lake, and those were pretty cool, to be honest. I actually really like those. But I love the iconic Folklore ones too, the album cover, and I love that she brought it back for Carolina. Definitely. So next I have is Evermore. This is definitely not in order, but Evermore is pretty good. I love the Evermore photo shoot. Just the jacket with the braid, and the fact that it's colored now, but the black and white photos are literally the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I have stared at some of these in Folklore too. I've stared at some of these photos for I kid you not 5 minutes. I went to Instagram just to see these photos because they are so good. The jacket, just everything, black and white jacket, but also the colored photos are pretty good too, but the black and white photos of this jacket by the lake and stuff, no, I did not survive that. It's so iconic. It's one of those things that I'm literally I need to have a photo like this before I die, of myself. This is my inspiration for photos. And I just like that this vibe, it's more woodlandy. That's how I feel Evermore sounds more I feel it sounds more woodlandy, and more the album covers of those two albums just really match the vibe, because Folklore is more I feel foggy and a little bit gloomier, and just you're in the woods, and then now it's colored a little bit. So I love everything to do with those two photo shoots ever. And I found a lot of rares, I feel, or just photos I'd never seen from different angles, and I love it. Also, I feel something that's never talked about is how not weird Taylor Swift looks, but how un-Taylor Swift Taylor Swift looks in some of these photos, and it's so funny. The next one is Sweetener. Now, there's a reason why it's so hard for me to rank these, because when I was this, Sweetener is my favorite era. Like, I could talk about, I think I should make a whole video about why Sweetener is the best Ariana Grande era and why it's my favorite Ariana Grande era. Just because I became like an Ariana Grande stan during the Sweetener era. The shoot with the like, it's I don't know, something about the minimalism. And I think that's what I like about Folklore and Evermore as well. Like, they're like, the clothes are extra or something, but like I feel like the makeup is minimal. And I feel like with Sweetener too, it's more like stripped back. I feel like stripped back albums are really my favorite type of album. And you'll definitely see that. The Sweetener photo shoot, ooh, it's actually the background screen. Like, that is the Sweetener photo shoot, because it's just such a vibe. Actually in love with everything that has to do with this photo shoot. It's not even fair. Like, it's not even fair to the other girlies, because the way that I was obsessed with this photo shoot, and you know, like the little like Rem video and the Get Well Soon video and An Angel Cried, I was just like, this is out of this world. I love that stuff. That stuff changed my life. I can't eat like this. It's just, it's like neutral, and it's like, it's such a concept, and it was executed so well. I'm like actually upset that there aren't more photos from this photo shoot, because what I love the most is seeing seeing photo shoots in like, so you have like the main photo shoot and then seeing different angles and stuff. That's what I love so much about Folklore and Evermore, and why I also wish there were more Folklore photos, because I need to see like every angle, and I like seeing like those videos with the photo shoot clothing, and that's just one of the best things in the world for me. So yeah, the photo shoot and just the vibe of the era in general is just like, I can't even articulate well, you know? Dangerous Woman. And why is my laptop being so weird today? This is the only one that's actually like, what do you call it, like an extra kind of, that I like a lot. Because, you know, she's obviously wearing the like Dangerous Woman bunnies, and then like, I don't know, I really like doing the mug shots, and then it has the track number in front. That's one of my favorites. I'm not really like, I don't know, I like the bunny, and I just like kind of Ariana Grande's aesthetic with it, but I'm not sure if I love it too much. But I love seeing like the behind the scenes more than the actual, because I actually don't really like this album cover. I feel like there were like other photos that were better, and I don't know if that's like a controversial opinion or not, but I would have chosen a different album. Like, she's not even, but the thing is, she's not even wearing the bunny ears like in the freaking photo, and I'm like, what? Like, what? Blue banisters. Blue banisters. Okay, so Blue Banisters, I love it, but it's not, I haven't like loved it for a long time, because I started listening to Blue Banisters like 3 weeks ago. So it's a new album, but the album cover and the music videos are like minimalistic, which is why I kind of like it, which is like, obviously there's a trend, you know, Sweetener and Folklore, they're kind of like low-key in a way and simple. And that's what I really like about it. And just like the yellow, I don't know. And I feel like Lana Del Rey, it's just like, it's so cute. And I love seeing like the different shoots and stuff. Like, there's really, and what I love but hate is that there's only like 5 photos. No, there's only like 5 photos. Like, you can't, like, I don't know. There's something about the fact that she only put out like 5 like real photos for the album cover photo shoot. Like, it's really just like 5 photos. Like, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I could not find any other rares. And that's part of the reason why, like, it's so, like, it feels, like, exclusive in a way. And I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why I like it so much, because it feels exclusive. But the yellow, it just, and the outfit, and then her with the dogs, and it really just feels like the album in a way, and I really like that. I really like it when you can capture the feeling of the album, because the album is like really stripped back. The colors of the album cover are shown in the album, and I feel like the photos like with her friend and stuff, and the cats and the dog, and like that's really just the feeling of it. And I like it when she's with the is that a tractor? Like, that's a really cute photo, and I feel like that also goes with the vibe a lot. So they're just photo shoots I love. Like, they're so cool, and I feel like they really show the album well, and I just have like the best times just looking at these photos. Like Sweetener and Folklore, I actually just look at every, like, I mean, Sweetener's on my freaking screen and I can't wrap my head around how good those album covers are and like the photo shoots, and I just love seeing different angles of it and stuff. So I just, you know, was making this video. I'm sad that a lot of the pictures, especially like when I process them, they get blurrier, but like so many of the pictures that I found online are so blurry, and I'm like, no,